Hello students, I am Professor Dr. Jyotindra Jani and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we have a plan to start for the subject income tax. Dear student, the subject income tax is very important in the field of commerce. You are all the students of the Faculty of Commerce, and being a student of the Commerce faculty, it is, of course, necessary to have a basic knowledge, or you can say a working knowledge of the income tax. In your Faculty of Commerce, during the 4 years of the study, you must be having one of the subject income tax, and today we have targeted to continue with this YouTube channel, and you will gain a knowledge a lot. Dear students, let us start discussion about of the income tax. Income tax is a source of revenue to the government. It is inevitable imposition because to meet the defense needs and the development needs of the nation. And as it is a source of revenue, of course, these collected taxes are utilized to meet the requirement of the economic and development and the defense needs of the nation. It is levied since ancient time, and taxes imposed by the central government are in a two different forms, namely the direct taxes and indirect taxes. Dear student, let us understand now what is direct taxes. The tax levied by the government on the income of an individual is known as the direct taxes. When individual earn the income, he is liable to pay the tax according to the provision, rules and regulation of income tax in India. In short, when the income of an individual exceeds to the specified limit, then according to the provision of the income tax, individual has to pay the tax on income he has earned. One more thing, that the burden of taxes cannot be shifted from one person to the another. Individual who is earning an income has only to pay the tax, and this is known as the direct taxes. Let's clear what is indirect taxes. The taxes levied on the production or the sales of the commodities or one of the services are known as the indirect taxes. Here, the taxes are levied on the production or the sales, or even if the services offered to the people and individual earns the income, then for rendering of the services or for the sale of the commodities, the taxes whichever is been paid by an individual is known as the indirect taxes. The major burden of this tax is passed on the consumers, those who are purchasing the commodities or hiring of the services. A very good example of the indirect taxes is the goods and service tax, that is GST. Another important point to discuss is why the taxes are levied. It is an important tool used with the object of the economic development of the country. We have several other objectives also, which is to be attained by imposition of the tax, of which the very first one we have is optimum allocation of the available resources. Whatever the resources available to us, that should be utilized at the optimum capacity. Secondly, raising the government revenue. because government has to regulate the economic activity of the country. The third one is of the encouraging the saving and investment. Dear student, here let me tell you that by means of the taxes, it is not only a thing to just have the collection of the more and more of the taxes, but just to encourage, just to promote the saving and investment, the taxes are levied. Then reduction of the inequalities in income and the wealth. By means of the tax, those the individual earning the higher income has to pay the higher amount of the taxes. Another important objective to consider is the acceleration of the economic growth. Just now only we have seen that price stability and for the control mechanism, the income tax are levied. Thank you very much.